Okay, I'm going to share a couple things with you guys. If you want to shoot at longer distances, or you're shooting at a longer range and you want to improve, there is one key that has helped me, that was taught to me by someone much smarter than I am. The key to both, learning how to shoot longer ranges or being better at longer ranges, starts at the exact same spot, the 100-yard line. You don't need a range that goes out 6, 7, 800 yards to get good at distance. Good starts at 100 yards. You got to walk before you can run. Couple simple things that have been taught to me that has greatly helped improve my shooting that I want to share with you guys to help you. First of all, target selection. All the work you need to do to get better is at 100 yards. Let's see if the camera will focus here. Now typically a lot of people have round targets, which are fine, but they're not really accurate when you're trying to get an exact point of aim. Trying to find the center of a circle or even the center of this square is not easy to do to get your crosshair on the exact same spot every time. And the key to being successful is you need to be more precise on your aiming. So I've switched to using square targets, so I shoot at square targets. This is one I've made up myself. It's a copy of a target that I received, and I kind of made it myself on the printer, real easy. Couple boxes. This target consists of 8 targets. I can use this 8 times. Let me see. You don't want to shoot at the center of the box. You want to aim for the corners. On the corners you can line up your reticle on the corners and you can get a much more precise aiming point. And I'll show you what I mean by that. Here I have a target and I've drawn a simulation of your optic, your crosshairs here. You can put your optic right on the corner. And you got 4 corners, so one box gives you 4 targets. So you can see right there, it's real easy. Even after you've made a couple shots, it's easy to keep your reticle because you have a horizontal and a vertical reference point. So you can always go back and get the exact same point of aim after you shoot. So that's the first thing. Switch to square targets, aim for the corners. To get good, you need to shoot 10 round groups. Not 3, not 5, not 10. 3 and 5 are fine for checking your zero or testing something. But when you go to practice, you've got to do 10 round groups. Shooting 5 round groups is a lot easier than shooting 10. Let me show you what I mean. Here's a target that I shot at. It's a modified circle. It has a single square. I picked this point of reference right here on this corner is where I was aiming at. That's 5 rounds on the corner. And it came out to be a .782 5-shot group. Sounds fantastic. Well, that's easy. Take that to 10 rounds and it becomes much more difficult. So at 10 rounds, here's some more work I've done here at 10 rounds. I was aiming at this corner and aiming at the very corner here. So I was aiming at the silver corner here, blue corner here. These are 2 10-round groups. Group sizes, you can see right there. This is how you get good. You shoot at square targets, you shoot at the corners, you shoot 10-round groups at 100 yards. You do this 10 times. So 100 yards, 10-round groups, 10 times. And then what you do is record each group and then come up with an average. And this came up with an average 1.193. I had a 1.2 and a 1.147 group. They're not bad, but I got a lot of work to do. These groups all need to be below 1 inch. So you do this 10 times, then take the average of those 10 groups and record that. And then next time you go out, do it again. Take 100 rounds, do it 10 times at 100 yards, and then record the average, write down, measure each group, Find out the average of those 10 groups and then keep track of that average. If you want to get good, that's how you get good. You take out 100 rounds, you go out, and this is what you do. It's not exciting, it's not glamorous, and it's not easy. And it's, you know, it can be boring. It's a lot of work. But you can see here how much more difficult it is when you do 10 rounds compared to 5. Do 10 rounds and do it 10 times in a row. That's a perfect day at the range. You only need a 100-yard range, 100 rounds of ammo, and do fire 10 round groups. Make yourself some targets with square boxes, aim at the corners. This will improve you over time drastically. So it's the secret to success. It's been what's helping me get better. It's simple. It's just remember 100, 10, 10. 100 rounds, 10 round groups, 10 times. You do that, and when you go to shoot 800 yards, it would be a whole lot easier. So put your crosshairs on the corners, aim for the corners, fire 10 rounds, do it again. Until your average of 10 rounds is below 1 inch, you got work to do. Because if you can do this 10 times, shooting at 800 yards will be a walk in the park. But you can easily make yourself some square targets. This one here, I can put 8 groups on this very easily. These are inexpensive. I just made this with my printer. It don't have to be fancy. You just need some square corners to aim at. And you can put 2, 3 of these on a target. You can set your target stand up one time, go out with your 100 yards, and this is work. You've got to work. You're not gonna succeed unless you put the work in. So just remember that. 100 yards, 10 round groups, 10 times. Keep track of the group size, get an average of the groups, and then record that and work on that until you get your averages down. Once your averages are down, shooting at distance becomes greatly easier. Thanks for watching.